The Haunted Mansion, a sibling's nightmare. The night was dark and eerie, and the old mansion stood in silence. 12-year-old Ryan and his 15-year-old sister, Sarah, had just moved into this ancient house with their parents. The villagers often whispered about it being haunted, but their father dismissed it as mere superstition. The first strange incident. One night, as Ryan lay in his bed, he heard faint whispers. At first, he thought it was his imagination, but soon the whispers grew louder and clearer. Rayyan, come outside. We are waiting for you. His heart pounded. His hands trembled as he pulled the blanket over his head. But then, the window banged shut on its own, and a cold chill filled the room. Terrified, he ran to Sarah's room. "Sarah, did you hear that?" he gasped. Sarah frowned. "Hear what?" Before he could answer, the wardrobe creaked open by itself. A chilling laugh echoed through the room. The cursed doll. Inside the wardrobe, a dusty, blood-stained doll sat eerily on the shelf. Something about it sent shivers down Ryan's spine. He hesitated but reached out to touch it. As soon as his fingers brushed against it, a deafening scream filled the air, and the entire house shook violently. "We need to get out of here," Sarah cried, grabbing his arm. But before they could move, the floor beneath them collapsed, sending them tumbling into darkness, the hidden underground tunnel. They landed in a cold, dimly lit underground passage. A single lantern flickered at the far end. The air smelled of damp earth and decay. "Where are we?" Ryan whispered. Sarah grabbed his hand tightly. "I don't know, but we need to leave." As they moved toward the lantern, a shadow emerged from the darkness. A woman, dressed in tattered clothes with glowing red eyes, stood before them. "You should not have come here," she hissed. "Now you will never leave." The final escape, Sarah, gathering all her courage, started reciting prayers. As she spoke, the woman shrieked, stumbling backward. The tunnel trembled, the walls cracked, and suddenly, everything went black. When they woke up, they were back in their rooms as if nothing had happened. But Ryan's hands were covered in dirt, and the blood-stained doll still lay beside him. Had it all been a dream? Or had they barely escaped something far more sinister? One thing was certain. The haunted mansion still held its dark secrets, waiting for its next victims.